Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new sponsor of the show, Prize Picks, the king of daily fantasy sports, the most fun and exciting way to play the game. You can turn $10 into $1,000. You can turn 50 into 500. All you got to do is have a little bit of knowledge of your sport, and it's super easy to play. All you got to do is select 2 to 6 players and choose more or less on their projected stats. For example, I know how the Cowboys offense works, so if I see Dak Prescott passing yards, I'm going to always pick more. If I see Ezekiel Elliott rushing yards, I'm always going to pick less. And I've been beating Prize Picks upside the head with MMA and basketball all off season. So if y'all gonna be playing during football season, I'm gonna be playing with you. Prize Picks has a cheat code for the month of September. They have Caleb Williams projected to throw for 0.5 yards, more or less. Y'all know Caleb Williams gonna throw for more than 0.5 yards. So if he gets at least 1 yard in the game, that's a win for you. How about this? I want you to go to prizepicks.com/Voch or just use code Voch, VOCH Voch. And let's just say that you deposit $10. If you play 5 in your first game, you get 50 instantly, whether you win or lose. That is code Voch, VOCH Voch. You play 5 and you get 50 instantly. Shouts out to Prize Picks, the leader in daily fantasy sports. Go win some money, y'all. All right, y'all, let's run it for the cardio. Come on in. Let's get to it, man. The Cowboys could not put up a good enough effort to come back at the end of the game. I do think the offense did a better job at the end, but a lot of people are wondering why was the offense so horrific early in the game. And I think you can chalk that up to a combination of offensive line play and, route combos, right? And you're going to hear me on social medias. You're going to hear me all week talk about the route combos and how goofy I thought they were. And, and that's not me like defending Dak in any kind of way, because there's a lot of people that'll make me say that to be like, oh, well, you're saying that because you're defending Dak. Nah, I just want to show y'all a couple examples of how your offense was led astray by your play caller here. Okay, let's just kind of run this for the cardio. We'll just get into it. If y'all want to see the whole film, go to patreon.com/vochlombardi. We'll be watching the film fully over there. We bring the highlights to YouTube, but we watch the film fully over there. Now, Chad, this is my thing. If there's one thing that we were sick of Kellen Moore, we were sick of Mike McCarthy doing, it was just stuff like this. We're gonna go into the huddle. We're gonna like, all right, guys, let's just run down the field and just turn around. Oh my God, not the good old run down the field and just turn around again. The good old stop routes here, right? And then something else I want you to think about as we're watching CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert just kind of run down the field and turn around. The Ravens wanted to also take Ferguson away. So you'll see as those outside guys are just kind of running around, you'll see Ferguson working upfield, but Ferguson has a defender that's just kind of looking around because I guess everybody knows that Dak is indeed tight end guy. Now that's something that wasn't a thing on the other side of the field, right? Ferg kind of got more this side of the field attention, but Brandon Cooks didn't get that same attention over here. But let's just say, for example, because there's a lot of people that could watch this film with film eyes and go hindsight and go, well, Voch, but Brandon Cooks was open, right? And sure, Brandon Cooks does have a little bit of room right here, but just think about the scheme and the structure of the offense. 9 times out of 10, what your read probably was, hey, we'll look at CeeDee Lamb first, we'll look at Jake Ferguson second, and then we'll work our way to this side of the field. But even if that was the case, if Lamb is your first read, he is basically running down the field and turning around, right? And that's not good for nobody. And by the time Dak looks over and sees that that's a bad situation, you see Tyler Guyton, dying a horrible death over here. We'll put it in cartel view so y'all can see Tyler Guyton. We got 60 over here versus, what was that, Oweh? Yeah, versus Oweh. And look, man, I'm not a big fan of this whole trap action thing that we're doing up front and all that. But, hey, actually, was this an initial pressure from Terrence Steele in there? Okay, yeah. So Terrence Steele was the initial pressure. No, pardon me. That's Tyler Smith. Pardon me. So Tyler Smith on the initial pressure, Dak kind of escapes. Guyton got whooped a little bit, even more pressure. And Dak just had to dump it off the Rico. So even if Brandon Cooks was there, we didn't even see him because your first read was just running downfield and turning around. All right, Chad, let's look at this one and we'll take a look at it. And honestly, I'm just keeping the buck with you.
So they come out, right? And I look at them and they still got on the same they be wearing at the club.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I like a little bit of diversity in my play calling. Let's run downfield and turn around. Brandon Cooks, you too, boy. Let's run down the field and let's turn around. You know what I'm saying? Whose man's is this, right? And then, this ain't Jake Ferguson, right? This is actually Schoonmaker. He's going to hit you with a little bit of a crosser, but there's eyes on the tight end here, right? So we're just not going to let tight end get off. Kyle Van Noy, who did a fantastic job faking the pressure, simulated pressure, but he's just going to kind of drop back and just cover up this crosser here. So if you're the Ravens, right, and you say, all right, we're going to take away the tight end and we just going to see what they do with the rest of the guys. And if the rest of the guys are just kind of going to run downfield and turn around, then you don't have much of an offense, no matter what your scheme was. If it was, all right, we're going to go Cooks, then tight end, then CD Tolbert, it still don't matter because everybody's basically just running around in a circle downfield and turn around. It's nonsense. What was your offensive line like here? I'll just peep and see. I ain't even think about the offense. This wasn't done too terribly right here, but just another wide gap exchange here. 99 got on the other side of Tyler Smith there. Terrible day. Hey, let's take a look at this play and we'll come back and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just some more little stuff, some more little weird spacing in my personal opinion. Cooks is going to run a deep route, but he's going to, at some point break it off into the hashes and then continue to work deep. I think that's because you're going to see Deuce Vaughn on this wheel right here. And, maybe Cooks is working in there to kind of give Deuce a little bit more, room to work around there. Tolbert's going to run this delayed slant. And I kind of hate that because that makes me feel like, oh, well, this is a one read offense and we're really banking on Tolbert winning a one-on-one matchup. And I hate that. And I only think that because, well, for one, this will make you a one read offense, and I hate that also. But like, if we're having problems with the offensive line, why is Tolbert so delayed coming off the line of scrimmage right here? I'm not liking it. I kind of want every second to be purposeful, and it just looks like we're trying to win one-on-one matches here. But what kind of make me a little, more upset with this understanding here is that Ferguson is going to end up running this post. And CD is going to end up running this corner. It's not an out, it's a corner, pardon me. So what I don't like about this is spacing down the field, right? They eventually got this close together. And mind you, close proximity offense happens all the time, but it happens for a reason. We're either trying to rub or pick you to free somebody, or most of the time when we're running route combos, we're trying to isolate a defender. You see what I'm saying? So we're not trying to isolate any defenders here. I'll run it again and let you guys look. Can you point out any defenders that we're trying to isolate? The answer is no. And what do I mean by isolate defender, right? Okay, so let's just say we get to this point. Let's just run, boom. Let's just say, for example, that this defender didn't exist, right? Let's just say that this dude is not there. What I mean by isolating defender is that you got one defender for two Cowboys, right? And what's going to happen is Tolbert is going to run low and CD is going to run high. Isolating defenders is, okay, if the defender runs low with Tolbert, you throw the ball high to CD. If the defender stays back with CD, you throw the ball low to Tolbert, right? In my mind, that's what I mean when I say isolate defenders. There's no numbers here because what's going to end up happening, boom, is you're going to get this. You're going to get 1, 1, 1 for 1, 1. And 1. So you're basically 3 for 3 over here, right? And this is my biggest issue. The spacing between CD and Jake Ferguson this far down the field. Now, if those two guys were like really close, like at the line of scrimmage or something like that, then there's a rub route, there's a bump route. We're trying to free somebody or we're trying to isolate somebody. The problem is my offensive line getting towed up right now. And as a play caller, I need to understand I don't need these two offensive players this close to each other 10 yards down the field. So now Dak is looking down the field. We're expecting Deuce to win a one-on-one down here with a linebacker. Brandon Cooks ain't even a part of the route. He's just running interference for the safety and this corner to hopefully free up Deuce with this linebacker here. And Jalen Tolbert is running delayed slants down bottom. He's running delayed slants down bottom. How is this even a thing? Meanwhile, this offensive line has been struggling all day because this the best set of D linemen we've seen all year, right? Zach Martin out there getting some work done to him. Terrence Steele out there getting some work to him. I'm not giving Guy credit for this, because 90 just kind of slipped and fell and he just fell on him, right? in my mind, if you're having problems with your offensive line, bro, I don't care what the down and distance is. We just can't be running down the field and turning around or just clogging up the field and not properly using space. We're not separating anybody. Let's just say this was the case, right? Let's just say, oh, well, CD's going to run the corner and Jake's going to run the post and it's on Dak to throw the ball to one of them. Right. I feel you on that. But my biggest issue is look at how many purple jerseys would just kind of be around that vicinity. You need to look at all this space in the field we just not using. Look at all this space. We're trying to use this here, but look at all this space in the field we're just not using. Why? Because we got three people. Because we got three people over here within 8 yards of each other. And your offensive line struggling. Oh, no, Mike McCarthy. This ain't gonna work. Boy, chat, I was mad as hell when I saw this play, boy. I was mad as hell when I saw this play, and I was upset. Boy, I was like, hey, man, we got to do something different, bro. We got to do something different.
So they come out, right? And I look at them and
shit.
They still got on the same they be wearing at the club.
Hey, man. Look at here, bro. Look at Jalen Tolbert with his same delayed slant that I'm hating. I never want Jalen Tolbert to be a one-on-one read where he just got to win. I got my tight end running the post. That ain't even Ferguson. I got CD running the damn corner. I got Brandon Cooks who just running the 9, but he's not working towards the hashes because there's no wide receiver or a running back running a wheel route behind him. And then we got a superstar of the damn offense, Hunter Lipke. Instead of running the wheel, he just gonna run a cool little Texas. But his Texas got interference because your offensive line getting whooped, so he got to help Chip Terrence. He can't even fully run a Texas. He got a chip to help Terrence and then run the Texas, and not a damn timing gets thrown off. Not a damn, oh, wait a minute, don't tell me we gotta hold the ball for more time. Don't tell me we gotta hold the ball for more time. And this is what's happening to my guys here. Let me see what's happening to 60 right here. Oh, 60 getting some work. What's going on with my guards here? What 98 doing? Look, Tyler Smith trying his damnness to go, oh man, TG need help. Let me come over here and help TG. But that's just leaving BB and one-on-one with this character over here that's gonna end up running free. And it's just a big shit sandwich. It's just a big shit sandwich. I hate it. Just a horrifying, humongous shit sandwich. I'm gonna leave it at that. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Love y'all to pieces. Y'all hold it down. Tap into the Patreon if y'all want to see some more. This is upsetting. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.